I wore something for you today.
Really?
Yeah.
That a boy, Raff.
In honor of us.
Well.
He says to me, can you rein Quick in a little bit? I said, Quick is the only person in the history of television who had a 1 hour show. We killed the commercial breaks, and he still needed to talk longer than an hour.
Go for it.
All right, anytime?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Buddy, I wish you the best of luck. 7 games. I think it's going to go great. Let's hope for good weather.
You're going to script it for you? You're going to write it down, get the teleprompter?
Raff, stop. I'm busy. Okay, now, I never thought it would happen again. I'm coming back. I vowed I wouldn't do it once this thing got shut down, but the Gains for Brains is back. Should be the 8th. It's only going to be the 6th. We're here at Cold Spring Harbor, and I can't believe I'm saying this, with my buddy, the Raff, to get this thing started another year. Well, buddy, you got to be excited. We're back here at Cold Spring Harbor, the event, obviously, in the world we lived in with the pandemic the last 2 years, Gains for Brains. Haven't been played. We taped one of these 2 years ago. It never made it on the air. I thought we should probably show it again. I thought I was very good that day. You struggled. So with 2 years of preparation to redo this, are you ready to go? Do you finally have this Gains for Brains things down?
Let's do it. I think you have notes. I have no notes, and I can't wait to see what you throw at me.
Cold Spring Harbor will be the site for the first day. For the first time ever, you're splitting the days. You're splitting the sites. April 23rd, here at Cold Spring, 4 games. Next day, scoot over to Mount Sinai, 3 games. Why the split?
The event is so big. So many people wanted to be a part of it.
Seriously, do people call you and say, I want to get in?
Yeah, we definitely had teams that we couldn't get in the tournament. And
Really?
I told them next year.
Why, because they called too late?
Yeah, they called too late.
Where's Darien? I didn't see them.
Interesting story about Darien. The great Lisa Lindley
did not beat Kristen Wood and New Canaan last year. Kristen,
correct,
with the FCAC championship for the Lady Rams.
And this year, Lisa wanted to see her son play. He's a senior in college, so they are not playing Saturday
Where's
games.
he playing?
I have no idea.
You don't know. You didn't ask that.
Nah.
No, that would have been a good follow-up. What?
Where's he playing?
Probably Loyola, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't really do this much anymore. Okay. The big news is, you ran your mouth for 15 years about McDonough. You have no guts. You're scared. You can't play. They played St. Anthony's a weekend ago, and they beat them. So what's the deal? Now, did you call and apologize to the Maryland school?
I did not. A new coach. The other coach flew down, left to go to Florida.
Won by a touchdown, 13-6. Did you see the game?
I did not see the game, but I was following the game on Twitter. I was at my son's first Little League game. Much more important.
How'd he do?
He did great.
What does that mean?
It's kindergarten lacrosse, so, it's kindergarten baseball, so not everyone.
So is he playing baseball or lacrosse?
He's actually playing both.
Really?
Yeah,
what did he play over the
Saturday
weekend?
Baseball, Sunday lacrosse. He played both. Yeah.
Are you still coaching?
That was soccer in the fall. I did not.
Yeah, that didn't go well, right? Is it true that the first goal scored by one of your coach kids, he scored in the wrong goal?
Yeah, and it wasn't my son, but yet we scored our own net goal.
But it's still your coaching. You go that way.
I guess.
You go that way.
I guess.
Is this field this year as good as years past?
Absolutely.
I see there's a lot of Connecticut teams in
There is a lot of Connecticut. No Jersey teams this year.
Why?
So Ridgewood bailed after being committed. Very upset about that.
Ooh.
A little miscommunication, old coach, new coach, transition.
Will you allow them in next year? Is this going to happen next year?
This will happen next year.
Okay, so what year is this for the Gains for Brains?
This is the 6th tournament. It should have been the 8th year. We lost due to the pandemic, so this is Gains number 6.
Okay, so Ridgewood is out. Where's Summit?
Summit, it was already scheduled for a game that day when we made the tournament.
So they didn't reach out to you ahead of time to see when this was happening?
No, when I originally told him that the tournament was off, they made other plans. No problem.
14 schools. If you could only watch one team play here, is it Northport? Carol Rose, 33rd year, unbelievable.
Northport, in some polls, #1 in the country in Long Island. They are #1, so they are very special.
Wait, but hold on, wait a second. Weren't you going to do a national poll this year for some publication?
Maybe.
No. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Are you doing it?
Yep.
But when does it start?
It started.
Are you doing it?
I am.
Does you put your name on it?
No, it's staff.
Who's on your staff?
I have a bunch of people on my staff.
Name 3 people on your staff.
We're not going to name names.
No,
we're not going to name names. No, we're not going to name names here, but we do a national poll, and in that poll, Northport is, I believe, number 3.
If St. Anthony's played Northport, who would win?
If St. Anthony's played Northport, wow, that would be
Why
a
aren't
great
they
game.
playing?
Well, because we usually don't have Long Island versus Long Island games.
No. I'm not talking about the Gains for Brains. Why aren't they playing in the regular season?
I believe they had a scrimmage against each other.
Okay. But why not? You can't find the 2 best programs in the country, top 3, and they can't play each other?
So call Carol or call Summer, and that's a question you have to ask them, not a question you have to ask me. We're here to talk about games for brains.
Okay, so 11 o'clock, Cold Spring Harbor on the 23rd. The first game, Northport, 18-0 a year ago, 8 starters back, taking on New Canaan. Good win this year already against Bronxville. Kristen Wood's team off to the quick start. Is Northport better than they were at 18-0 a year ago?
Northport is.
They're better?
They could be better. It's still early in the season, but that is an excellent game. 2 nationally ranked teams. Northport, I saw them a couple weeks ago against Bayshore.
Is there any media coverage for these events?
There's a lot of media coverage, so this will be on Varsity Media.
Okay.
All the games will be streamed live.
Are you going to be on the call?
I will be on the sidelines doing the post game.
That is worth watching alone. You on the sideline?
Ben?
Do you think you will butcher something on the sideline?
I'm great at what I do.
What do you do?
Whatever I do, I am great at. It'll be, we got Tracy Wiener on the call.
Really?
Yeah, Ben and Tracy doing the first 2 games.
Trace, what's up?
And then Al Bertolone and Dylan in the second 2 games.
So Bertolone is not coaching at Mount Sinai anymore, right?
Bert is out at Mount Sinai.
Oh, now you call him Bert? Remember back in the day you guys didn't get along?
Al and I always got along.
Nah, he used to duck this tournament.
Yes, until he realized how good this tournament was.
Right.
Now we have Mount Sinai and his new team. He's assistant at Northport, so they're both in.
Have you talked to Carol Rose this year?
All the time.
You do?
Of course.
Now you still have those boardroom meetings, you, Carol, and Tracy?
Those secret boardroom.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
anybody who doesn't know, quick
Yeah.
thinks the 3 of us get together in a boardroom and make the rules of the game.
Is this Suffern team who's going to play Garden City at 1 o'clock here on the 23rd, are they young this year?
They are young, but they're a good team. I mean, they were supposed to play a non-league game somewhere else.
Okay.
I believe that game was at Garden City, and we wanted both of them in here, and they agreed to play.
How good is Megan Rode going to Syracuse out of Garden City?
Very good. Unfortunately, she has torn her ACL for the 3rd time in her 4 years in high school.
Really?
Happened in the first game of the season. So she tore her ACL freshman year, tore her ACL sophomore year.
Same knee every time?
No.
Ugh.
And then last year she played. This year, 30 seconds in, tears her ACL, out for the season.
Garden City Suffern, who wins?
But great coach. I spoke to Coach Ettinger, and she's helping out, and he said he calls her
Hold on, wait a
Coach
minute.
Rose.
Dave coaches the girls lacrosse team?
He does.
I did not know that.
This is the 2nd year. Last year they won a Long Island championship with his first year as coach.
So, did they go undefeated?
Tell everybody how you know Coach Ettinger.
Dave is the coach of the Garden City football team. Did they go undefeated?
They did.
So this guy's lost 2 games in his football and lacrosse career.
They don't lose.
He's amazing.
I don't think they lost to Manhasset last. I think they went undefeated, but don't quote me on that.
You should know this stuff. Who wins the game, Garden City Suffern?
Why are you putting me on the spot?
Because that's what I do.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. It's not right. I just want to watch the games, enjoy the games. We're not
Okay,
here to pick the
that's
games.
fine.
We're not here to pick the games.
But I need to know which one I'm going to come to. So you have to tell me which
If
one's
you're
gonna be
coming
the
to
best.
one game, come to Northport Garden City, and then you can stay here for the rest. This way you're here for the
Northport
first game.
plays New Canaan.
What'd I say?
You said they play Garden City.
Northport, New Canaan.
So I'm going to come to a game that doesn't even exist?
You got me all frazzled. Look what
Oh
happens
my
when
God,
you're
it's
sitting next to me.
unbelievable.
My
3
goodness.
p.m. St. Anthony's off that devastating loss to McDonough
Right.
is going to take on Greenwich Academy. Where did Greenwich Academy come from?
So that was supposed to be Ridgewood versus St. Anthony's. About a month ago when I was checking in with everybody.
Oh, is that the game you called me in a panic because you heard Ridgewood was out? What do I do?
Yeah, I called and said, who do you know? I mean, I figured you still know people up in your hometown. There was some miscommunication with the old coach who left to go to Colorado. New coach didn't know about it. They scheduled another game that day. They said, yes, sorry, we're out. So Greenwich Academy stepped in, known the coach for a while, and she said, we'd love to be a part of it. She asked originally, she was one of the teams. I said, we have no room for you. I apologize. And then she stepped up when we said we had an opening.
5 o'clock game. Candy still coaching here at Cold Spring? She's one of your favorites of all time, right?
Of course.
Will they be able to beat Sacred Heart of Long Island and this unbelievable goalie Caitlin going to JMU?
But they're playing Sacred Heart of Connecticut.
Sacred Heart of Connecticut.
This guy tries to stump me, and he doesn't even know his own notes.
Really? Okay, give me something.
Sacred Heart of Connecticut coming off a big win over Ridgewood this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. Good win by them.
How good is Ridgewood?
I've been told they're, one of 5 top 5 teams in Jersey, maybe not the best.
But if you're involved in the national poll, shouldn't you know that?
Yeah, and Ridgewood's
Who are the top 5 teams in Jersey right now? Go. Number 1.
Why do we get to talk about teams that aren't in this tournament? I don't want to give pub to teams that aren't in this
Well,
tournament.
that's ridiculous.
No.
If we can build the brand of girls lacrosse.
No, thank you.
Okay, best 5 teams in Connecticut.
Best 5 teams in Connecticut. Let's go New Canaan, Darien, no specific order, because I have to see them play first. New Canaan, Darien, Greenwich, Sacred Heart, and I don't know, you can pick the 5th team. Wilton? because you just mentioned them? I have no idea.
But you run a national poll.
Run a national poll, and I know the teams that are in my poll that are good enough to be there. Greenwich and Sacred Heart are not in the national poll. They're the teams knocking. I don't get
Our
that
buddy
deep.
Mike Cohn is calling. Does Bella still play for Sayville?
Sayville's in the tournament.
I'm about to turn my page. Okay? All right? Speaking of Sayville, there'll be the 11 a.m. game the next day, the 24th,
Yep.
at Mount Sinai against John Jay. John Jay's one loss as we tape this was against Bronxville.
Yeah.
So how good is this game?
It's a good game. Sayville has...
What day is better, the 23rd or the 24th?
Well, if you're here to watch great lacrosse, I'm going to say come Saturday if you can only pick one because there's more games.
Okay.
That's the
Good answer.
But if you live out east, if you live on the eastern end of Long Island or you live in Connecticut and you want to take the ferry down, you can come down.
So
and it's
11
easier.
a.m. Sayville, John Jay. Okay, 1 p.m. Eastport South Manor against Bronxville. Their only loss so far is by a goal to New Canaan. Does Eastport South Manor still wear those awful jerseys?
Coach Thorne actually texted me the other day and asked me what color Bronxville wears, and she said, "Can we wear gray?" Should we have a little bit of a jersey issue?
Always have. Those were awful. Bronxville's only loss, 12-11 to New Canaan earlier this year. Who wins?
And Bronxville has a new coach this year too, so it'll be
Who's that?
interesting. It'll be interesting to see how they play. But like I said, ESM a little down.
Big issue. What jerseys are they going to wear? Those
but-
awful yellow jerseys. They still have those.
But Joe is a good coach. And then ESM, like I said, struggling a little bit, and it'll be a good game.
Year away.
A year away.
Year away.
And they'll be back in this tournament as long as they want. It doesn't matter if they're struggling or not.
The final game of the Super 7, Mount Sinai, new coach, Bert, now Carroll's assistant, over at Northport, taking on Sacred Heart of Long Island.
Correct.
Okay? Who wins that game?
Sacred Heart, as we mentioned, just coming off that win over Ridgewood.
They have that great goalie, right? Going to JMU.
Yeah, great goalie. And
Caitlin.
Mount Sinai struggling a little bit.
Why are you smiling?
Because I'm happy.
You don't like Mount Sinai?
I love Mount. They're hosting the tournament. How can I not like Mount Sinai?
Yeah, but you said struggling and then you smiled.
No. Struggling a little bit coming off a loss to West Hampton.
Are you handing out trophies after every game?
No.
What do you give out? Just an interview? So you'll do 7 interviews after every game?
Sure. Absolutely. Why not?
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if I say I'm going to interview the winners, there'll be 7 winners. We'll talk to the winners. They'll be live on television, streaming on the web. They come over to my wife's tent over there to get some.
Oh, Lauren's still cooking for this?
Of course.
Will Max be here?
He will.
Really?
See, there's a little bit of an issue because he has Little League that day.
Okay.
So my mother is going to come in the morning. She's going to take him to Little League, and then they'll come back.
Okay.
Because we can't miss a Little League.
What positions do they play?
It's kindergarten. They don't have positions yet.
So where do they stand?
He plays everywhere. He played third base. He played first base. He
have a
played
good
right
arm?
field. He's a lefty.
Then why is he playing third base?
Because he's in kindergarten and they're trying out every position.
You can't make that throw, Raff. You can't make that throw as a lefty.
They want everybody to try everything. Maybe he can be the first
The first what?
person to do it.
That's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. He's in kindergarten. You had kids.
Yeah.
Well, you have kids.
Yeah. I didn't put him at third base. Well, they could have been.
What did Brian play?
Goalie in lacrosse. Ridiculous.
What about baseball?
Never played baseball.
Never played baseball.
Broke my heart. Broke my heart.
See, we want Max to get the full experience. We're not forcing him on anything. He's played hockey this year. He swam. He does Ninja Warrior. He does a little bit of everything.
Is he going to play football?
We were just talking to one of his friends, and he may play flag football in the fall.
Really?
Yeah.
What position? Where's he going to go to high school?
He's going to go to Wanta High School.
He's going to go to Wantagh.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the biggest crowd you ever got at this event, Raff?
I don't
Full
know.
day turnout.
We had a couple thousand
How
people
much
there.
money have you raised for Gains for Brains?
In the 5 years, we've probably raised close to $70,000.
What colors will you be going with this year? So, like, that's an awful color. It's not a good color.
I love that
Okay.
color.
This is probably your best one. What are you doing with this color? What are we doing this year?
Why? What's wrong with orange?
It's not. For the girls, I don't like it.
I wear this shirt to the gym all the time. Support the tournament.
Hold on, wait a minute. You wear these shirts?
Of course.
Okay.
All the time.
All right, so what color are we thinking?
If you were in charge of colors, what would you do
A
this
nice
season?
teal.
Well, you're wrong. We are doing the in color of the season. We're doing pink.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Legit. What type of coloring?
Yellow. Pink with yellow.
No.
Our designer Rodini,
He's still doing it?
he is. Pink
Sure.
with yellow, showed me a mock-up of it. Looks great.
Really? Dave, you seen him yet? No? I don't know. I'm not buying. I like the pink. I don't like the yellow.
Are you coming?
To wear.
This tournament. 2 years ago, you gave me some excuse that you were being honored at St. John's.
No. 2 years ago, it was Brian's senior day at St.
Okay.
John's. I wasn't being
3 years
honored.
ago, you were being honored. You were being honored 1 year and you couldn't show up. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I may come on the 24th.
At Mount Sinai.
Yeah,
Okay, why is that?
because Jackie's leaving for a trip, so I'll have nothing to do that day.
Great.
You'll be there?
Of course.
Lauren will be there?
100%.
Maybe I'll coach Max's team that day.
Lacrosse.
Raff,
okay.
what's the one thing you want to say to everybody about this event? Now, listen, we like to have fun. I like to poke fun at you. What you've done here, especially keeping this alive after 2 years when a lot of things shut down. Why is this event so important to you?
I think it's great. I mean, the Making Headway Foundation is important. We write about it every year in the program. And, you know, as you know, it helps kids with brain and spinal cord tumors. Here's our opportunity to give back. It's a great day of lacrosse, and for us to be able to raise $10,000 to $15,000 every year for that great charity. I appreciate all the teams that come. I appreciate all the fans that come up and show up and support and make donations, and my wife for baking, and we raise money that way. So just thank you for everyone who wants to be a part of this.
Awesome. Games for Brains, April 23rd, right here at Cold Spring Harbor. First of 4 games, start at 11, Northport and New Canaan. The next day up at Mount Sinai, 3 more games. So if it's a great weather weekend, come out and support. If not, you could watch some of the games that are being streamed, right? Not all. All games are being
All
streamed.
games will be streamed on Varsity Media, so you can check that out online. See Tracy, see Albert Alone, see Dylan Butler, see me on the sidelines.
What you probably want to do is when they throw it down to the sideline at the end, just click off, grab something to eat or drink, and then come back for the next game.
Best sideline reporter in the business.
What?